In this video I'll be showing you the easiest way to measure inductance using an oscilloscope. Unfortunately, you can't measure inductance using a multimeter the same way you can do to measure capacitance. We usually need to use something called an inductance meter. If you need a somewhat close value for your inductor, instead of using an inductance meter, we just need to apply a pulse to a circuit called LC tank circuit. This will create a resonant frequency between the capacitor and the inductor. We can measure that frequency by using the oscilloscope and use that value to calculate the inductance. We also need to use a resistor so we can limit the current that the power supply can give so we won't damage anything. The lower the tolerance of the capacitor, the better the measurement will be, so we should consider using a precision capacitor. In my case, I didn't have one, so I measured the value using a multimeter, but ideally you should use a precision capacitor. Also, the capacitor can't be polarized because the resonant waveform swings negative, and that can damage polarized capacitors. Another thing to keep in mind is that the capacitor should be placed as close as possible to the inductor. That way you minimize parasitic inductance in the wires, which could throw off your measurement. As you can see, this method isn't perfect. It won't give you the exact inductance value, and that's totally fine. In practice, inductors and capacitors usually have a pretty high tolerance, often around 20%, and in most cases, that level of accuracy is more than enough. So to test if that method actually works, I'll be testing on this inductor that I actually don't know the value. So by using an oscilloscope and applying a pulse, I'll be measuring the resonant frequency and trying to calculate the value. So after that, the only thing that I need to do is actually configure the oscilloscope on the single mode. So when the oscillation of the resonant frequency appears, it will stop. Then we can measure the time between each oscillations, that's actually the period, so we can use that value to calculate the inductance. By pressing the switch, we can clearly see that the ondulations appear with the resonant frequency, and by using the cursors on the oscilloscope, we can measure the period. And if we want to get a better value, a better measurement of the period, we can measure more than one periods and divide by the number of periods that we are measuring. So in this case, we get about 226 microseconds. And by dividing by 5, because I'm measuring 5 periods, we get about 45 microseconds. Using the value and the value of the capacitor, we can calculate the inductance by using this formula. And as you can see, we get about 50 microhenry. To actually see if the value is right, I will be trying to measure this inductor. That's actually one that I designed. Is meant to be a primary inductor of a switch mode power supply. So the primary inductance should be around 4.6 millihenry. So everything's the same. The only difference is the inductor. Same capacitor, same resistor, same switch. So as you can see, we have a resonant frequency of about 408 microseconds. So by applying that value to the formula, we get about 4.6 millihenry for the inductor. So basically that's how you measure an inductor using an oscilloscope. If you learned something, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.